Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is kind of a little different format. So I have been really toying with this question about like advice that I would tell my younger self. It's something I talk a lot about in therapy, and just like it's one of my favorite questions just to ask people because I feel like everybody's answer is always different, but yet somehow I can usually always relate to it. Like there's always just some piece of advice that they would give themselves that I'm like, I probably could have benefited from that as well, like my younger self could have. So I'm gonna start with some advice that I would tell myself, my younger self, and that is take more photos, even if you don't feel beautiful, even if you don't feel like the moment isn't right. Take more photos because you're gonna wanna look back at them and remember like the memories, and just like don't be embarrassed about taking photos or wanting to remember certain times. Hello. So yeah, I think also just that kind of ties in with just another thing I would tell myself is just don't be so embarrassed about everything. I feel like I was always so embarrassed about like what I was wearing, you know, how people thought of me in public, like strangers thought of me in public, and you know, if I took this picture, would they judge me? If, you know, whatever. I was very just embarrassed a lot of the time. So now moving on into messages from you guys. I'm literally just gonna read through them. Some of them are literally they like make me emotional. You're more than your grades. Would absolutely agree with that. The girl of your dreams was next to you the whole time and you didn't even know it. You are not responsible for the happiness of others, and your value doesn't come in your appearance. When you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't. Express appreciation every time you feel it. Make someone's day every chance you get. I love that one, and I feel like I definitely don't do that enough. So let me start doing that. The only one who can save you from your demons is you and Jesus. Also, that you will be free of those demons one day. Love that. This one says, stay hopeful, but don't be naive. Staying will be worth it. You'll find happiness. This one's kind of heavy, but I mean, I think it needs to be said. Suicide isn't gonna fix it. Hard work and therapy is the key, and one day it will pay off and you will love yourself and your life more than you ever could have imagined. Oh, made me emotional. This one I posted on my Instagram and I got like a ton of replies, and it was, you aren't weird because you're taller than everyone else. That's what makes you beautiful, which I don't relate to that. I'm on the shorter side of things. I got so many messages that were just so grateful for that one, and a lot of people related to that. Conforming to what you think others want will never make them like you. You should always be you. I agree. Relapse doesn't mean everything was for nothing. The people who made you let you down. This is not indicative of your worth. You are enough. Wear your damn retainer. That one's funny. The loudest people are the ones with the most issues. Be loud and don't say sorry unless you mean it. Don't worry about everybody else there too in their heads to notice your flaws. I think about that a lot. I'm like, people aren't thinking about you as much as you think people are thinking about you, which is a kind of a nice thought. Your trauma isn't your fault and your healing is up to you. Ooh, this one is a really good one that I think a lot of people can relate to. It doesn't matter how much time you've invested. If it doesn't give you joy, then let it go. Trust yourself. What you love doing is more important, and pleasing others won't get you anywhere. Stop expecting to get married and have kids by 25. You'll be happier single. You aren't there because you aren't meant to be there. That is really something. OCD is not resolved with positive thinking and keeping yourself busy. It's okay to take meds. It's okay not to be the best at everything. Try new things anyways. Everything is temporary, pain and joy. So let go of the pain and hold on to that joy. It's never too late to start. Follow your dreams and don't be afraid. You've got this. Go see a therapist and focus on your school. She left because she's damaged, not because you are. Dad loves you more than 1,000 moms could. Stop blaming yourself for the mistakes she made. She was young and she didn't know better. Chill the F out. I get it. You have curves your friends don't. It doesn't mean that they're better or prettier than you. Don't focus on the boy who wants nothing to do with you. Lots of bigger things in life than him. So overall, just like the collective thought of like most people is A lot of like worrying about what people think. I am so guilty of that, and I think that this is kind of like an overarching lesson of like nobody's really thinking about, you know, you as much as you are thinking about you, and you just need to not worry what other people think. I know that that is hard to say and hard to do, but I feel like a lot of people have some really big regrets, including myself, about just like not doing what I truly wanted to do because I was so worried about what other people think. And that's kind of what I said in the beginning about my personal, like, what would I tell my younger self? It was like, take more pictures, be in the moment, like, don't worry about what other people are thinking of you or why you're doing what you're doing. I don't know, I guess it's a lesson we can all just kind of take into our future selves. Overall, this was really cool. I loved hearing these responses. It really made me think a lot, and I hope it made you think a lot. And ask yourself that question if you haven't already, and think about what that means and how it relates to you now, because it's a really cool place to go, and it's a really cool place to see how far that you've come. Thank you so much for watching. I liked this video. It was fun to ask you guys questions and kind of like think collectively. So I might do more like this soon. Captain's growling is something I don't know what, so it's fine. But thank you for watching, and I hope that you have found peace in where you are now, and you can look back at yourself and tell them that everything did turn out the way that you hoped it would, or it turned out better or different in, you know, a way that you feel good about. Okay, for real, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful week.